It's all about humanity.
Oh dear, I think I went early 5 seconds too soon. It's 6 o'clock. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all my Bitcoin friends. Welcome to the live show. I'm Brian, the UK Bitcoin Master. Thank you for joining me on this bullish Bitcoin show that goes out every Monday and every Thursday at 6 p.m. here in the UK. For those that are regulars, don't forget, smash the like button, retweet this where you can, do all the normal stuff. Today is Monday, the 30th of June, 2025, and that is it. We are exactly halfway through the year. And do you know what? In a fourth year, bull market year, it is always the second half of the year where things get a little bit nuts, a little bit crazy. So bring it on, baby. Bring it on is all I can say. Now, there's going to be many of you that are finding this channel for the very first time. So the disclaimer here is anything I say is for entertainment purposes only. It is so important that you go away and you do your own research and you don't take anything I say as read, because I'm not a financial guy. I'm just some crazy Brit that decided to go live twice a week over 7 years ago. I'm still doing it 7 and a bit years later. So there you go. Do your own research. Very quickly. Now, this is going to become relevant in a minute. It is so important that you, if you haven't already, go and follow me somewhere else, because I always beat on about the fact that this could get taken down, this show. It's already been taken down once before and it could happen again. And when we get into the news, for those of you that are not aware, you'll understand why I say follow me somewhere else. If you go into the show notes and click the Linktree link, it will take you here. You can follow me on my YouTube backup channel, which is called UK Bitcoiner. You can follow me on Rumble. This goes out on BitChute. It goes out on all the normal podcast platforms. Whatever you do, follow me somewhere else. Particularly, we'll get into that in a minute. Quick shout out to the show sponsor, the Best of Exmoor, a holiday company in the southwest corner of the UK. They are Bitcoiners. Look top left, people. Chris has been down the rabbit hole the same time as me, which is over 8 years. And they've got something for everyone in terms of a holiday/vacation. So do check them out. Number one, because they are Bitcoiners. They're a Bitcoin merchant. Number two, because you can choose to pay in Bitcoin. You can pay in crappy fiat. You can use discount codes. It is all there. So it is well worth checking them out, because in the future, I'm sure even I'll see a few years of living off my Bitcoin and staying out of crappy fiat. I said I'd promote this right up until the middle of August, and that is if you are anywhere within spitting distance of Glasgow in Scotland on the 23rd of August. They've got a Bitcoin conference up there. They've got some incredible guests as lineup, actually. I mean, it says Scaramucci's going to be there. Now, whether he's there or whether they're piping him in, I'm not sure. Same with British Hodl, who's out in Dubai. It says he's on the list. Alan Farrington's on the list. Loads of people. So scan the QR code and at least see what that is all about. Okay, so back to me. Right, let's see who we've got in my chat. Firstly, people, it is blooming hot again here in the UK. We've had over 30 degrees today, and it's all right if you're outdoors, we got a breeze, but I'm in my small studio, and I've literally got 6 lights on me, and I've got 4 fans going full bore, and I'm flipping melting. So it's all right, Steve Redding saying what it is out in wherever he is. I can't remember where he said he is, Tuscany. We're not used to it in the UK. We're used to rain and cloud. And when we get this flipping hot weather, we want to love it, but it just becomes unbearably humid and horrible, and all you do is sweat your freaking knackers off. So there you go. That's that out of the way. Right, who have we got with us? John G's in the house. BitcoinMaster. Chelsea Baz is with us. Elaine, Mrs. UK. JB Bitcoiner is in the house. Steve Redding. We have Eddie Willers coming in from Scorching Girona. Is scorching here, dude, as well, I can tell you. Mr. Six is with us. Johnny Midas coming in from the desert. Yorkie Bitcoiner is here. Rocky Palumbo, Comifornia in the house. Good to see you, Rocky. ABW is with us as well. It's just a ride. Hey, good to see you live, sir. You know who you are. I won't dox you. It's good to know you are live, tuning in from Nicaragua. So we've got Nicaragua in the house as well. Blimey, it's all going on. John G, we shouted out Hull Bitcoiner in the sunny UK. Who else? Bram VDB is with us. Vinny Rondo is in the house. Look, people, it is great to have you all here, but I keep saying this. I just want to get some noobs in that we can save from the crappy crypto FUD machine that's going to be out there, or the scam machine that's going to run off with people's money. So, I want to see some new names appearing here. Pick the link up and send it to 5 of your friends and tell them they must watch it. They won't watch it, but keep doing it, and one day one of them will. And we might get them on the show. Like, I believe Hull Bitcoiner, shout out to you. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was UKBitcoinMaster that introduced you. And it is great to have you as part of the team, as always. I need to get into the news. Now, remember what I said. Nothing is financial advice. Nothing is meant to construe anything at all, okay? Keep that in mind. Right, let's get on with the show. Right, the reason you should follow me somewhere else. YouTube reinstates popular Bitcoin education channel BTC Sessions after backlash. YouTube has reinstated the channel of Bitcoin creator Ben. I've removed his surname, and if they want to dox him, they can, but I'm not. Known online as BTC Sessions, following public outcry from prominent voices within the Bitcoin community. The channel was hosted which hosted nearly a decade of Bitcoin tutorials and amassed over 16 million views, was removed earlier this week due to alleged violations of YouTube's policies on harmful and dangerous content. In fact, it was the back end of last week, but of course, I'd already gone live on Thursday when this kicked off on Friday. According to an official message from YouTube shared by Ben, the platform cited severe or repeated violations related to the promotion of illegal activities, including unauthorized system access or hacking. What a load of BS. And here's his tweet. The official YouTube creator's explanation for the removal of 9 years of in-depth tutorial content has been consumed by 16 million people. And it says, content that promotes illegal activities isn't allowed on YouTube. This includes content that attempts to gain unauthorized access to a secure system via hacking or phishing, or teaches viewers how to perform these activities. We may make limited exceptions for content with educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic context. Go and watch some of BTC Ben's shows. Show me one that is controversial. This is what they do, people. This is why I say go to UKBitcoiner and follow me. You will not get any notifications. It is a dormant channel, but it is the channel that I set up when both mine and BitcoinMaster's channels were taken down 3 or 4 years ago together. And I'm going to tell you something, with my small channel as it was then, if it hadn't have been for Adam Meister, giving me links to people that worked at Google, etc., and us both lobbying together, I probably wouldn't have got my show back, and I'd have had to have started again on UKBitcoiner. But it's up, it's there. If you subscribe and hit the bell button and click all, you won't get any notifications unless this channel goes down suddenly, and then you will. So this is what they do. It is random, and it is not fair, because like Ben said, he is not just him. He's now got 6 people working for him on his payroll, so it affects all of their livelihood as well. And this is what they flipping well do. And I watched a video of Ben when he said, I'm looking at Rumble, but Rumble needs to get their act together in terms of how the content's laid out. He said, Nostr just doesn't have the bandwidth and everything that he needs. He said, some of my videos are over 10 gigabytes because they're 4K, etc. You can tell by the quality. So it's a big deal that YouTube don't keep doing this to BTC Sessions. So if they can do it to him, they can definitely do it to my little channel. So follow me at UKBitcoiner, please. What else have we got? Bitcoin owners emerge as a pivotal voting bloc ahead of 2026 US midterms, says a poll. Bitcoin owners are becoming a significant voting group in the US, and their influence is poised to grow ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. Following their noticeable role in the 2024 presidential vote, recent polling from Signal shows that these voters are aligning more closely with pro-Bitcoin candidates, most notably from the Republican Party. So, look, I think even Trump came out and said 50 million, I believe, voters, crypto voters, probably helped him to secure the White House. So, we do have a voice, people. We do have influence, and we should use it. Okay, Bitcoin takes a lot of pressure off the dollar, says Trump. Today, President Donald Trump has voiced strong support for Bitcoin and the broader crypto industry, calling it a vital American asset that the US must continue to dominate. Trump emphasized the economic resilience and strategic importance of Bitcoin, pointing out its relative strength during recent market downturns. Quote, "In fact, when the stock market went down recently, crypto and Bitcoin and all of that went down much less than anybody else as a group. Crypto got slaughtered, Mr. Trump. Bitcoin didn't. Let's have it right," he stated. "And we've created a very powerful industry." Who's created? You've jumped on the bandwagon, sir. This thing has been around 15 years and 16 years, and you've jumped on the bandwagon. Don't come out and say we've created. What a load of BS. Anyway, a very powerful industry, yes, and that's much more important than anything that we invest in. Let's hear this in his own words.
It's a big industry, by the way. In fact, when the stock market went down recently, crypto and Bitcoin and all of that went down much less than anybody else as a group. It's become amazing. I mean, it's the jobs that it produces. And I notice more and more you pay in Bitcoin. I mean, people are saying it takes a lot of pressure off the dollar. And it's a great thing for our country. So I don't care about investing. I have I have kids and they invest in different things. They do believe in it.
Okay. I just want to pause for a minute there. Whether you love politicians or not, and I don't, do you not understand what we're just witnessing here? We have got the president of the most powerful nation on earth coming out with this stuff. Who could have ever imagined that would have happened 2, 3, 4 years ago? 2022, when FTX blew up and everything else that we've all heard ad nauseum blew up. Who would imagine that in mid-2025 or early 2025 as it was, you'd have Trump spouting about Bitcoin? This is absolutely crazy, people. It really is. And it's fantastic. Good to have you back, Adam. I just gave you a good shout out a few minutes ago, sir. Okay, what else? Let's move on. Okay. Metaplanet overtakes Tesla as the 7th largest corporate holder of Bitcoin. It'll eat them all. It will eat them all. Japanese investment firm Metaplanet has officially surpassed Elon Musk's Tesla to become one of the largest corporate holders of Bitcoin in the world. With a recent purchase of 1,234 BTC, the company now holds 12,345 Bitcoin, worth around 1.33 billion. This big move puts the Tokyo-listed company ahead of Tesla's 11,509 BTC and makes it the 7th largest corporate Bitcoin holder globally. Let's analyze that for a minute. When Metaplanet hit the scene a year ago, 2 years ago, I've lost track of time, I really have, it was a business in hotels and it wasn't doing particularly well. And now you've just seen what I've just said about it, how it's just everybody knows the name. Everybody knows the name Strategy, or MicroStrategies it was. Everybody now knows the name Metaplanet. And this thing goes on and on, people. And in fact, here's the tweet from Simon Gerovich, I believe you say that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, liftoff. We just climbed past Tesla on the BTC leaderboard. Bolder, faster, harder. Elon Musk, meet you on Mars. Love that. So if you hold Bitcoin on your balance sheet, people, you are going to be in an incredible place in the future. And those early movers are going to experience the first mover advantages in all of this. John M., just in time. Good to see you in the house, people. As always, we move on. Bitcoin in ripe conditions for new all-time high as it holds above 107, says analysts. We're currently at 107,646. You're still on 929 sats per dollar, so worth picking up some because the coiled spring is getting tighter and tighter. The basketball under the water is getting harder and harder to hold down, and pretty soon this thing's going to go into liftoff. The world's largest cryptocurrency held its position above 107,000 late last Thursday, with analysts noting bullish momentum, some eyeing a potential breakout to a new record high. We think that conditions are ripe for Bitcoin to surpass its previous all-time high of about 112K. Look, people, that was never in question for me. It was just being patient. It was always going to happen. Bitcoin always reclaims its all-time high and breaks new territory. Always does. Especially given that the Iran-Israel conflict seems to be over for the time being, said Jeff May, my Chief Operating Officer at BTSE Exchange. So it's just news after news after news as to why you should be bullish. Excuse me, holding Bitcoin. Too much fizzy drink. I don't drink fizzy drink, sorry. FHFA directs Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to account for Bitcoin in mortgage evaluations in the US. This is a massive deal. Even 40 years ago, I knew what Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae were. Didn't fully understand what they were, but, massive housing specialists, mortgage specialists in the US. The Federal Housing Finance Agency has issued a new directive requiring Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to include Bitcoin and that other stuff when assessing mortgage risk. I wouldn't assess that other stuff for mortgages. I really wouldn't. This marks a major shift in US housing policy and reflects the growing institutional acceptance of Bitcoin and digital assets. Even more good news. And then you got this. Bitcoin market cap could surge to $30 trillion in 2030 to allow US government to achieve stablecoin goals, according to investor Luke Groman. I don't understand half of what Luke Groman says, but I'm telling you, that is most definitely a macro analyst to follow. He gets Bitcoin. He understands Bitcoin. If you're not aware, he's constantly on Preston Pish's Investors podcast, and anything he says is always common sense. So I tend to listen. Macro expert Luke Groman believes the US government's goal to raise the stablecoin market cap to fund its fiscal deficits will propel Bitcoin to astronomical price levels. That's not me saying that. This is Luke Groman. Earlier this month, US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said estimates suggest that the stablecoin market cap could grow to $3.7 trillion by 2030. Quote, so if Bessent's talking about 3.7 trillion in stablecoins by 2030, in my opinion, he's talking about 8 to 9 trillion Bitcoin, up from 2.1 trillion today, or up to 30 trillion Bitcoin, up from 2 trillion today. So I'm just bringing you what is out there, people. And Luke Groman is saying that, not me. He's a macro analyst and he gets Bitcoin. And you know what? We are 2 trillion, 30 trillion would be a 15x from here. Would you be happy to wait until 2030 for a $1.5 million Bitcoin? I'll leave that down to you. You have to make your own mind up on that one. Quick shout out, if you're not on the Orange Pill app, well, you're square, as they say. If you're not on it, you're square. The Orange Pill app is for Bitcoiners. It allows you to connect with Bitcoiners across the world. You can have the Orange Pill app on your general geolocation as you travel, and it will bring up in your feed Bitcoiners that are near to you that you can connect with. Natalie Brunel's on there, BTC Sessions, Knut Svanholm's on there, amongst others. We're on there. We've got lifetime memberships. I encourage you to use my link in the show notes and try it out, people. It is a price of a cup of coffee per month, and they don't use your data. You just sign up with an email. You can use a pseudonym email address, so they're not harvesting emails to throw stuff at you. I've had Matteo, their CEO, on my show a couple of years back. Go check it out. What he's trying to do is build an app for Bitcoiners only to get rid of the crap coiners by putting a small monthly fee on it, the price of a cup of coffee. If you use my link in the show notes, once you've taken a subscription, they'll give you 5,000 sats. It's well worth trying out. By the Book Accountancy, Robin Thatcher, there he is down there. He is the new sponsor of this show. He is a UK accountant that understands Bitcoin and crypto. He also goes by the name Crypto Tax Help because he does taxes for all of cryptos as well as Bitcoin. So with the new rules coming up in January 2026, it might be worth taking a 30-minute consultation with him, telling him that you booked through UKBitcoinMaster's YouTube channel. That's important, okay? And find out if there's anything you need to be doing before they start gathering all your data, all your buys, all your sells, all your coin exchanges, your airdrops and everything else. And apparently, from what I'm hearing, they've got these programs that automatically extract data from the Coinbases and the Coin Corners, and anything that services the UK will not be able to get out of this. So the friggin' arsewipes, I don't normally swear, they just want to know everything about you, and I can't stand it. And it almost seems like there's nowhere we can go to hide. It's just ridiculous. Unless you go underground and completely go off the grid and live in the jungle, which I don't want to do. Drives me friggin' mad. Okay, we move on. Vivek tweeted this. Elon Musk says President Trump's one big beautiful bill will destroy millions of jobs and harm the US. Can you remember just 4 or 5 months back when he was all over the stage at the rallies and then the inauguration and then in the White House, had his little one there, had his child there, he had his cap on, his baseball cap, as he always does. And now look how that has fractured. And now it appears like they don't speak or don't get on. It's like how the world changes in less than 6 months. Crazy. Bloomberg says Bitcoin is now outperforming all the old school assets. We know that. What a time to be alive. And I couldn't agree more. What a time to be alive. Bitcoin LFG. Trump's top crypto advisor, David Bailey, estimates a 75% chance Congress eliminates capital gains tax on Bitcoin. If it happened in the US, that would be so mega bullish, and way to go, the US. It would be great if that would happen for you guys. And then hopefully it might start a knock-on effect where the UK flipping well wakes up. Talking of the UK, just in from Bitcoin Archive, Financial Times says London-listed companies are piling into Bitcoin. At least 9 companies in the past week announced that they have either bought Bitcoin to add to their corporate treasuries or plan to do so. Maybe we're waking up. Maybe from the ground up, these companies will get a handle on it and will wake the US government up through the back door, for want of a better word. Cypherpunk legend Adam Back is now recommending an 85% Bitcoin portfolio. How bearish? I'm all in. We are all in. We have no other assets. That is it. We rent a house. We are all in on Bitcoin. Everything we own. We've still got a few chairs left, so perhaps I'm not telling you the absolute truth. I haven't quite sold the chairs yet, but we are all in this thing. This is do or die. This is make or break. I'm 4 years off of 70 years of age. I can't believe I'm actually saying that because I don't feel my age. Mental. Never rebalance, he says. Just hodl. Awesome. What a legend. Look at this one. This was December the 29th, 2011. Bitcoins will do to banks what email did to the post office. And I agree with Bitcoin Magazine. What a legend. Look at that. 14 years ago when Captain Graviton tweeted this out. And boy, did he get it right. Absolutely love it. Vivek again. 200 billion Binance CEO says sovereigns and rich people are buying Bitcoin like never seen before. Something is coming up big time. I've been saying this for months. Something huge is coming, but I can't tell you what. You should go and find Vivek's Twitter and watch the 33-second video. I'm not going to run it here today. But you know what? I really do believe something big is coming. So I just say, hold your Bitcoin, stack as hard as you can while it's still under 1,000. While it's still sort of 928 sats per dollar, because it won't be long and it'll become 500 sats, then 250 sats, and you're just getting way less Bitcoin for your dollar. So we're stacking, but not financial advice. Just looking, I don't see anybody else has joined. John M, I think I gave you a shout out, but welcome just the same. I found this great meme to pull the show together. And this is actually your friends and family. When they say to you, that thing's risky, you want to be careful there. I knew somebody else did that. Yeah, you'll lose money on that. What they're actually saying here is we are in a cage and please don't leave. Stay trapped with us. That is what your friends, they're speaking to you in code. They're not caring about you. They're saying we are trapped in a system that will guarantee that we remain poor. Please stay with us. Don't step out on your own and take a risk and become financially secure for you, your family, your siblings, your progeny, for generations to come. Stay with us and stay with us in this trapped cage. No. Escape, people. Escape, because there's no way I am going back into that matrix of a cage that is the traditional financial system. It ain't happening. Okay, if you want to support the show, and I don't expect it, there are 3 Sats addresses in my show notes, and they all work, by the way. In my show notes, there is a link where you could copy that code and you could send some money via Revolut. You don't have to, and I don't want you to, and I don't expect it. The show's not monetized, but some people want to support me. If that's you, I've given you some Sats addresses and I've shown you where you could make a small donation. It's your call, but please don't. I don't expect it. I don't need it. I do this for the love of it, and I do it for the love of helping just one other noob not get wrecked and lose all of their hard-earned money that they might have set aside over decades trying to get ahead for their retirement. That's why I do it. That's why I want you to pick the link up and share it with all your loved ones and your friends, and hope that 1 or 2 of them might discover my channel and think, well, this dude wears his heart on his sleeves, is not full of BS, he's just bringing us what's going on out there. And that's all I'm trying to do, people. Somebody said to me the other day when I was talking to him about Bitcoin, what's in it for you? And you know what? I love being able to turn around and say absolutely nothing, apart from the satisfaction that if you do go down the rabbit hole, you do some research, and you do get off of zero, and you do dollar cost into this for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever, your family is going to be way better off for generations to come. That's the satisfaction I get. And he said, what, you don't earn anything out of it? And no, I said, no, not a bean, not a bean. All I earn is hopefully you'll turn around one day and thank me. That's all I really want out of all of this. So remember, again, there is no financial advice here. If that's what you think the last 30 minutes has been, you're on the wrong show, people. Do your own research. Go down the rabbit hole and only invest what you realistically feel is right for you. And I guarantee you, the more research you do, the more you learn about Bitcoin, the more you will want to stack and protect your family financially for the future. So there we go. That is 28 minutes past 6, 30 minutes under the belt. I will tell you, I've got 2 live interviews booked up. They're coming in July. So stick around, and looking forward to chatting to those 2, definitely. One of them's brand new. One of them's a returning guest, and I'm dead excited about them both. So I'll keep you posted on that. But for now, please retweet this, share it where you're listening. If you're on the podcast, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. people have actually come over to the YouTube channel after following me on the podcast, which is really great. And I've met a couple of them now in person, which is really awesome. So share this wherever you can. Pick up the link and just send it to people and say, hey, watch this crazy Brit. You really ought to watch it. Go into the show notes. Please refresh your browser when the live stream has ended. Go back into the show and leave a comment, because it really does help the algorithm. And I'm going to tell you, I love you all in the chat. Thank you to every one of you. But you know something? I'm going to call a lot of you out because you don't go in and leave a comment. And you say you're supporting the show, you're saying you love what I do, and you don't even take 30 seconds to go back and leave a comment. Please do that, because I look at everyone and I respond to everyone. So I know who's commented and who hasn't. So again, thanks for being here. Please do your bit. It's boiling hot, so I've got to get out of this office. I'll catch you all on Thursday, 6 p.m. London. I'm Brian, the UK Bitcoin Master. This was the Bullish Bitcoin channel, and I'm gone. Here is Chelsea Baz's awesome song about Broken Money. Broken Money. See you all on Thursday. Ta-da.